People have to understand that in order for you to grow like this, you're gonna have to grow like this for a super long period of time. When you think of progress or anything, you're making results, yes, you're supposed to overall in a trajectory go up, but there is gonna be times in specific sections of that progress slash journey where you're gonna even focus and start to see it go like this. So it might be like this, right? And you actually start, it looks like a decline, but you have to understand the bigger picture. When you zoom out 100x, it still is like this, because an example is my YouTube automation channels, right? I'm currently in the trajectory that I'm going over a 1 year period of time. It's always like this, okay? A really linear and steady growth, okay? But there are times for months at a time, like 2, 3, even maybe 4 months at a time, where it was literally just, it shot down and it just hovered at this terrible line and went down even lower like that. And then it shot back up again slowly. So, but then, so there was a dip, crazy dip, and progression is not going to be basically always like this, but progression is going to look like this. Okay, and then over decades of time, if you do everything right and you're consistent with it, and then you evolve and you adapt with the new environments and how changes are happening, you will eventually grow like this, okay? That's just how science works. Is because when you think about it, to the very old days of life, people or just animals must evolve or they will die. They have to evolve and adapt to their surroundings and change within how everything else is changing in order for them to stay on top and not die. Because if they don't change, for example, of the weather, if it's not ideal, they either have to adapt it through natural selection or they migrate, right? And then let's say these animals are getting smaller for some reason, they're gonna have to adapt to their size, right? Or maybe they have to adapt to their foods, right? And then they have to do maybe more hunting, or they have to maybe live in different areas of the world. And if you don't adapt to these things through natural selection or just understanding how these changes are happening, you're going to basically get behind from everyone thinking else and how everything else fast is moving. And you're going to basically slowly decline and then die out, resulting in no income, basically. So as long as you learn to evolve, you will not die within the rat race. And remember, progress looks like this. Okay, it's not linear. It should not be like flatline, because if you get a flatline for a super long period of time, for example, over 6 months, that means you are doing something wrong. And that is not ideal, because when it comes to entrepreneurship, your income should only be stable for like maximum 6 months. And that's when you're like actually freaking messing up and nothing's working, or you're just doing the wrong thing, you know? But if it's longer for 6 months, you're screwed. Gotta fix something, gotta change up something. And it's either gonna always go up, or you just quit completely and it's gonna go down. So as long as you're evolving, as long as you're consistent, as long as you're adapting, your income over a long period trajectory time, it's just gonna go up like that. So keep on doing what you're doing and evolve, and let consistency shoot and skyrocket your results.